This next word is a word that people hate talking about, but it's a word that we hear more and more every day. It's a word that affects how much it takes you to feed your family, and it's a word that affects how much it takes you to buy your clothes. And it absolutely can affect how much you pay for insurance. Today, we are talking about inflation. As all of you know, we're dealing with some unprecedented times, and that has affected everything from gas prices to how much it takes you to buy groceries. One thing you might have not considered though is how this can affect your insurance rates. If you stop to think about it for a second, to replace one single bumper, now you may have to change sensors, you may have to change rear cameras and many other components that nowadays might be hard to get or impossible to get. If you're building a home or you're rebuilding a home, the price of lumber is up to 3 times what it used to be. The way that insurance works is basically you get a bunch of people to get together and chip in. And with that amount of money, if any one of those people has a loss, that money goes towards that person to get them back up on their feet. Well, what happens when that amount of money was not enough to keep up with the amount of losses? Or more specifically, the size of losses? Well, that's usually when insurance carriers are forced to increase rates for every client, people who had claims and people who didn't. So if you're in a company with an unhealthy loss ratio, you will see that eventually through your rates. Being in a company with a nice, healthy loss ratio can mean good rates for you. Now, I know this all sounds gloomy, but I want to leave you with one little piece of hope, which is that Farmers Insurance right now is having some of the best rates that we've had in a very long time, inflation and all. So if you're somebody who's been putting off getting a quote, now is the time. You could reach us at 203-803-2153 for no obligation quote, and we could gladly help you not only get the best rates, but the best coverage. We can also help you with other things like business insurance and life insurance. So if you're looking for any type of quote, you could reach us and we'll be happy to assist. We will see you in the next week's tip of the week.